There's two parts to every transaction. There's the buyer, there's the seller. And both have a part to play in actually having the problem solved. Because at the very end of the day, certainly in professional services or any kind of service-oriented business, people don't care about you. They care about how you can solve their problem. They'll eventually care about you and vice versa. And hopefully that's something that will grow as the relationship grows. But you know, the idea of as the buyer of services, have you got the ask framed properly? Have you actually done your homework? And as a seller of services, it's a question of, well, at what price should you do it? So I'd like to take a step back and share a particular framework that I absolutely love. It's called the Price Expertise Trust Framework, and essentially says that you as an organization compete on these three dimensions. Price, and if you really compete just on price, is always the cheapest. Okay, so there'll always be somebody who's cheaper than you who'll be able to, you know, undercut you and presumably get the work. Expertise, which is really the question of how smart are you and how applied you are with the knowledge you actually have. Can you actually solve the problem, if you will? And trust, which is do they trust what you say? What comes out of your mouth is it in their interests or is it in your own private interests, etc.? I want to sell more and more and more is not really what I call a trust-based relationship, as opposed to making sure that when you answer their questions, you're answering it from their perspective. So price, expertise, trust, you know, which would you rather be? Would you rather be you know, cheaper, smarter, or more trusted? Do you compete on value, on becoming a thought leader, or being a trusted advisor? The answer is all three. And today we're really more focusing on the price aspect, but I don't want to give up the idea of expertise and thought leadership on one side, excuse me, and the whole issue of being a trusted advisor, both of those things which we handle at the Braintrust Professional Institute. So today's really more about price and how we figure that one out and the whole dynamic between buyer and seller.